Calvin Castine on George Brendler Field. It's about 20 after 11 on Sunday night, November 17th, 2013. A small crowd has gathered, smaller than is usually here, and I think it's the lateness of the hour that is causing this. As the town has gathered to welcome the co-champions for the 2013 Class D playoffs in New York State. Various members of the news media are here to record the situation, along with the folks who were manning the rescue equipment we saw go by. School Superintendent John Fairchild and Town Supervisor Stab Spiegel are here as usual, and they kind of agree with me that the lateness of the hour and the strong winds are keeping the crowd down this year. And as I was about to say earlier, Shazy boys have won their 7th New York State Class D championship in high school boys soccer. They are the co-champions this year. They play a championship game, and if the teams are tied at the end of regulation, they play 2 sudden victory overtimes, and if nobody wins in those 2 sudden victory overtimes, then they are declared co-champions. So that is Shazy's situation, and as the champions for 2013, it is the 7th time, and that is a state record for state titles in Class D boys soccer. They're making their way into the fenced-in area here at George Brendler Field. And applause starts for the team as they start coming into view. I'm looking around here trying to determine where I'm going to get. The problem is the wind is coming from our back, and they are normally standing kind of in line to where I'm standing, so I'm going to have to try to battle the wind if it rains to make sure I can still get a picture and not get the rain. So here they come in. And that never gets old for the staff and students here at Shazy. There's Coach Rob McAuliffe being greeted by Superintendent Fairchild and Town Supervisor Spiegel. And there's a look at the smiling faces. 2 exciting games to allow them to be here. A couple of exciting games in the semis and in the finals.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our reception for the 2013 Class D co-champions, the Shazy boys. I'm amazed to see as many people here tonight as we have, because it's just wonderful weather and a little bit late. So we're going to make this short and sweet tonight because these guys do have to be in school tomorrow morning. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. McAuliffe, who is now the record holder for the most state championships for any coach in the state of New York.
All those championships
thank you,
came under his tutelage.
Said, thank you so much for coming out in this weather. But I'm just so very proud of what these boys did this weekend. As the people who were there on Saturday, what an unbelievable night that was, and with a great goal from Alec Lapierre, and of course the great goal from Dylan Garrow to win it for us. What a night. But and of course, you know, just like this team was like all year, you know, we fell behind on Saturday and came back, and they fought and fought and fought, and then could won on Saturday, and then again today fell behind, and they just did not give up, did not give in, and to come home the way that we have as champions is a wonderful feeling. But what I will say is, only in Chazy would boys be somewhat disappointed about being considered co-state champions, and only in Chazy would this many people come out in this weather at this time of night. So I thank you all, but let me introduce you to the state champions. First off, my assistant coaches, Galen Trombley and John Tregan. Our ball boy, Bruce Juno. Gage Duquette. Kyle Drake.
Oh, right there we go, okay.
Spencer Rogers.
They are in order, they weren't stepping out.
Tyler Hicks. Austin Gravel. And talk about the pressure he was under today. Oh, by the way, now go into the state championship game with 25 minutes left and deal with that, but what a great job he did.
Starting keeper was injured, Blaze, and Grell called in.
Alex Dupree. Keegan O'Connor. Sam Christensen Provost. Adam Knight. Or as my daughter ever calls him, or my son Jack calls him, the boy with the fuzzy hair, Zach Brothers. Zach was also named MVP of the Final Four as well too.
Okay.
And now for the seniors, senior Dylan Doran, senior Trent Blaze. And without Trent, we wouldn't be standing here tonight for all the great saves and the great plays, especially on Saturday that he had for us. Alex Rabideau. Brendan Ryan. Tommy Tebow. Alec Lapierre. And as I said, our hero of Saturday, Dylan Garrow. And our two captains, Josh Barrier and Hayden Gay. And again, I thank you all for coming. Just an honor to work at this school and be a part of this team. And to the parents, I thank you, and I'm blessed to have the opportunity to be with your boys every day for these last months. I enjoyed every minute with them, and as I said to a few of you, I'm always excited on this day and to come home as champions, but there's always a part of me that's sad because I don't get to spend time with them tomorrow. And they're great boys, and I love spending time with your sons and your grandsons. For anyone who was there today and just witnessed them literally give everything they had, it was one of the more amazing things I've ever seen, because if someone would have said they had to play another 10 more minutes, I'm not sure they could have done it. And so, you know, there's a lot to be said for that. You know, they're good boys and they're great kids, but, you know, what they did today, that will be remembered for a long, long time in their own lives, and what I'll remember as well, too. Not just for the goals, but just that effort and how dedicated they were to each other and trying to win a state championship. But you should all be proud of these boys. Thank you.
I should mention, of course, that the girls also went to the Final Four. They lost in the semis to the team that eventually won the state title. So Shazy girls also had a great season.
Tomorrow morning at 9:15, we'll be having a recognition ceremony for the team in the auditorium. You're all welcome to attend. And before we all get drenched, how about one more round of applause for the New York State Class D co-champion,
A little abbreviated tonight because of the
Thank you all.
inclement weather. Temperature is very pleasant, low 50s, but high winds or tornadoes out in the Midwest. Today, high winds in our area will continue through the night, and the rain, the showers coming off and on. Right now, they're coming on. So, coverage of this will continue tomorrow morning in the school at 9:15, and we plan on being there.
I've asked Ashley Gilmore, our student council president, to come forward and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ashley?
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the
Good morning, everyone. And welcome to our celebration of another state championship. Many schools might get to do this once or twice, but this seems to be an annual event here at Shazy, which is a nice problem to have on Monday morning. I'd like to thank the parents, the Athletic Association, the students, the committee members, and everyone who went and supported the team this weekend at both the boys and the girls tournaments. I'd like to thank the girls for showing up last night and cheering on the boys. I know that was a tough thing for them to do. I'd also like to congratulate the girls on a wonderful season. Very, very few teams get to the Final Four. This morning we're here to say congratulations to the boys. Many of you were here last night, and I know you're a little bit tired, and I'm sure the boys are a little bit tired. It was a rather long weekend. But they're here, on time, and ready to go to school. I actually told them last night they didn't have to come in until 9 o'clock, but I was trumped by the coach. He said, no, they need to be here because their number one goal is to be a student. So, with no further ado, I'm going to turn things over to Mr. McAuliffe and the Shazy boys.
I want to thank everyone for coming this morning, and just a few thank yous. Thank you to Mr. Fairchild, to Mr. Tregan, also to Mr. Calvin Castine, who is here every year and captures all the memories of our team. My assistant coaches, John Tregan and Galen Trombley, and of course Mr. Norcross as well too. And I'd also like to have our ball boys stand up if they could in their seats. A round of applause for our ball boys, Ben Norcross, Bruce Juno, Patrick Dwyer, Preston Lauren, and Josiah Bouchard. I'd also like to thank my wife Kristen, my son Jack down there, hey Jack, and my daughter Ava over there. But I also want to congratulate the girls soccer team on an amazing season. And as we've said before, only in Shazy can a team be disappointed with only getting to the Final Four. But congratulations, and another round of applause for the girls soccer team. Obviously, I'm very proud of what our boys have accomplished this year. Anyone who was there this weekend would have been very, very proud of the way they played. As I've said before, and it's no secret, I've stood up here before with better and more skilled teams. But this team had something different. They had real character. You know, and I was just so very proud of the people they are and the way they handled themselves this weekend. And I think from all the teachers here, from Mrs. Rovers and Mrs. Doom, all the way to the high school teachers, if you look up on this stage, or especially the elementary teachers who had these boys many, many years ago, that you can look at them and you can see what great boys they are. And many remember them as young students. And if you look at that, these 20 boys next to me, what kind of character they do have. And that's one thing I think we all should be proud of, what we produce here at Shazy. Yes, we do teach what's in the books, and we teach social studies, we teach math, we teach science, we teach English, we do all those things. And we see very great results from all those things. And we've had our name on Blue Ribbon Awards, we've had our names on websites that say we're one of the best in the state, but I think we also have to take a great pride in the type of character that we also teach in this building. And when I look at not just these students here, but the ones also in front of me and the teachers who do it, that not only do we produce good results on tests and scores and all that, but we also produce very, very good students and with great character. And if there was ever a time where I witnessed great character, it was this weekend. The way they handled themselves, the determination that they played with. We should all be very proud of these boys and the teachers, what we produce every single year in this building, with the tests, with the scores, and the character that we produce. So I thank you all for that. And so at this point, I'd like to introduce the members of the team. And so when I say your name, can you please stand? First, freshman Gage Duquette. Kyle Drake. Tyler Hicks. Spencer Roberts. And one of our goers from this weekend, Austin Gravel. And one of our inspirations the whole season, Derek Drake. Alex Cooper. Adam Knight. Sam Provost. And again, as my son says, the fuzzy hair boy, Zach Collins. Now I'm laughing at Jack's laughing at that fuzzy boy. Zach was also named MVP of the Final Four. Keegan O'Connor. And goal scorer from Saturday, Al Lapeer. Our Rock defense league, Dylan Dorn. Our goalie who played amazing this weekend, Trent Blaze. Brendan Ryan. Thomas Depot. Alex Rabbit. And our big goal scorer from Saturday night, Dylan Gale. Finally, my two captains, Josh Barrett and Hayden Getty. I thank you all for coming and taking the time out of the day. And I guess the last thing I'll say is I give you the 2013 Class D state champions.
I know you guys are tired, so if you want to sit down, go ahead. Again, thank you all for coming today. Hopefully we can get to do this again next year, maybe next year for both teams. That would be another wonderful treat. I'm going to ask that the high school students have a seat while we get the elementary students out and back to their classes first, and then the high school will go back to second period. And again, thank you all for coming today.